Be with you guys in just a second. Okay, you know, they say they go in threes. This will be number 2. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, we got breaking news again. Here we go again. Woo. Yeah, this, damn, I can't get a break. If you have not heard, the legendary rock young man himself, Ozzy Osbourne, has passed away. The husband of Sherry Osbourne. You can get all the details on TMZ. We're going to go ahead and pull it up and see what they got here. They say they come in threes, so hopefully they don't come in threes. Hopefully they don't go in threes. Yeah, Sharon Osbourne. Yeah, that was his wife. Sharon Osbourne had been the same ever since that stuff happened with when she was on the show. Let me turn my camera down. It's a little bit too. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit too high there. He had been sick a long time. Like he had been sick a long time. Don't know exactly what what he had going on. He was 76. He was young. 76 is young. Let's see here. Yeah. I just think I don't know why I was. Yes, I don't know why I'm thinking he may have had dementia. Maybe I don't know. Do you guys know what he may have passed? Parkinson's. Okay, I kind of figured it was something like that. Yeah, yeah. He'd been sick a long time. He'd been sick a long time. Yeah, because we hadn't heard anything out of him, in a long time. I see pictures on here where he was being accompanied by Sharon, Jack, and Kelly. But rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. I liked him. I liked him. He was. I think that him and his wife, they had a show, like a family show. I used to watch them all the time. He was really a character. He was a character. I'm telling you. He was a character. Yeah, he was a character. Yeah. And he probably's like in a home or something, or he's probably at home on hospice or something, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And back surgery. Oh yeah, listen, back surgery, it'll get you. Oh, he was just 2 weeks ago? Damn, so hey, listen, he stayed into the end, huh? Yeah, he stayed all the way into the end. That's him when he was younger, him and his wife, see. Oh, he stayed in until the end. Woo. Okay, y'all, we don't believe in that they come in threes. No, we don't believe in that come in threes because we don't need another death this week, next week, or the week after. We don't. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably what he wanted to do. He probably wanted to play with Black Sabbath and get that out of his way and just say, hey, I'm ready to move on. Yes, Sudi, here we are again, another death. Ugh. I was just about to lay down, take a nap. Oh wow. Hey, how you doing, Majestic? Yeah, I was about to take a nap. Yeah, because I was feeling lightheaded, and I was about to take me a little nap. There he is again. So here we are again, guys. Another. Yeah, yeah. He was not on hospice, baby. He just played a show. I didn't say he was on hospice. I said maybe he was. I didn't say he was. Yeah, he had Parkinson's. Yeah, but I know he had been sick a long time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oof. Well, I tell you, I always thought people started passing at the end of the year. Do y'all? Is it just me that notices that, or is it just in my mind? Like around Christmas time or like around Thanksgiving, people just start leaving here, like the legends and like legendary people just start toward the end of the year. They just start leaving. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, but he definitely was loved by a lot of people. A lot of people weren't too fond of his wife, though. I mean, a lot of people liked her, but something happened between her and Cheryl Underwood and the show that she was on. Remember, and when all that stuff, all that just changed that show. Whatever, I can't remember the name of the show, but all that changed that show. Yeah, yeah. If y'all don't believe me, watch me see what I tell you. Hello, Florida. Welcome, welcome. Uh, yeah, his wife Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl Osbourne. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His wife is Cheryl. Yeah, yeah. They called him Prince of Darkness. Yeah. Of course, I didn't listen to his music because I don't listen to that kind of music. But um, yeah, there he is again. Mm-mm. Like I say, it's to me, and I'm sure the family knew he had been sick a long time, but to us, we didn't know. Oh, he ate bats? Wow. I think a lot of those. I think a lot of those uh, uh, rock stars did that, eat bats and do crazy stuff. Mm. Yeah. So rest in peace. Here we are again. Okay, I don't need no more. I don't need no more deaths. Okay, I don't need no more deaths. We don't need any more deaths. It's Sharon Osbourne. Yes, we don't need any more deaths, y'all. You know who I've been concerned about lately? Yes, rest in peace, legend. I've really been concerned about what's her name? Marla Gibbs. Yeah, but she's still around. But I've really been concerned about her lately. But she just looks really frail. I mean, she's old. I mean, but she's still around. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah. I want to tell everyone. Can you guys hear that plane? Do y'all hear that plane? Um, I'm going to tell everybody that when I come on here and I do anything about death, it's true. I would never lie on somebody about death. And I always get my sources from TMZ. Most of my sources I get from TMZ. Hmm. Yeah, that's what they say. We don't need another one. Yeah, that's true, Sharon. Yeah, he been around a long time. Yeah, I'm surprised. Look, it just popped up on CNN. They just broke the story on CNN. See, they just broke it on CNN. Yeah, they just broke it. Well, you can't see it because I have to move this out the way. Hold on. Yeah, they just broke the news on CNN. Yeah. Whew. Please, y'all, we don't need another one. Okay, we don't need another one. If there's another one, can y'all wait at least 3 or 4 weeks before there's another one? You're more than welcome. Yeah, I was minding my business. I actually had me some baked chicken in the oven, and got it all seasoned up, and was getting ready to take a little nap, and then I laid down, and boom, there we go. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. So I can't wait for the holidays to get here. When I be doing my little jokester stuff, I really do like the holidays. It just seems like it's just so more peaceful, and people are in a good mood, and people are not on edge, and some people on edge because they be trying to get gifts for people and stuff like that. But I love Thanksgiving, and I love the I really do love the holidays. I really do. Puts to me, it just puts everybody in a good mood. Some, not all. Hello, Starla Austin. Y'all, it's time to get my hair done. Because I remember I'm 25, so y'all not supposed to see my gray. Oh, Lordy Jesus. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna let y'all go. We don't need a third one, y'all. We don't need a third death. This is it. Okay, we got Michael Jamal Warner, and then we have, Mr. Osborne. This is it. We don't need anybody. Do y'all think she'll get remarried again? Do you think she'll date again? Y'all think she'll date again? I mean, if he's in his 70s, she might be late 60s into 70, because most of the time, it'll be the men that are older than the women. So she's still got a lot of youth in her life ahead of her. I guess she might date again. Yeah, and he probably gave her the okay. Look, I'm leaving. If I was in a relationship and I knew I was dying, I'd be like, baby, go ahead and do what you got to do. Because what can I do? I ain't here. I prefer not to be one of my best friends, but it is what it is. Yeah. You don't think she will? So, like Coretta Scott King, I always want to know, how did she get her? I know this sounds crazy, but I have to be transparent and I have to be real. So Coretta Scott King never got married again. Did she ever date? You think? Did she ever have sex again? Because I'm like, because every man and woman has needs. Yes, he did, Starla. Every man and a woman have some type of sexual needs, and did she never have any type of sexual nothing again? Even Malcolm X's wife. Like, could you? Oh, let's just say, well, Martin Luther King died. How old was he when he died? Let me see. And how old Coretta would have been? Let's see. Well, God is the one who wants y'all to have sexual relations. Okay, he put that on the earth for the women and men to have sexual relations. So I kind of buy your story, and I don't buy your story, because a woman have needs and a man have needs. How old was Coretta Scott King when Martin was assassinated? She was um, she was only 40. So all of them years, y'all don't think she had no type of satisfaction? I'm like, girl, mm-mm. Yeah, that's true too. Well, I'll tell you one thing she did do a lot of that a lot of people, a lot of Christian people didn't agree with. She spoke at the gay pride parades, and a lot of people don't know that, but she did. And I think if Martin had a belief, he would have did the same thing. I really do. Yep, I really do. What the fuck is Sullivan Street? Yeah, but everybody don't believe like that, child. Well, I was raised, well, I'm not raised, but I used to go to like a sanctified holiness church, and of course they were against gays and all that stuff, anything that was not of the Bible. But they didn't believe in boyfriend and girlfriends. Oh, they would send you straight to hell. Oh, no, I know. You're not going to sit in a church with. You're not going to sit in no church with your boyfriend and your girlfriend. Yeah, she might have. If she did, we didn't know about it. Because because they want to keep up with that image. But every woman and man has needs and wants. But yeah, I went to a church where you come in there and sit in with your girlfriend and your boyfriend if you want to. They would send you straight to hell, along with the gays. The God, where in the Bible there's a boyfriend and a girlfriend, you're going to hell. Oh yeah, they was strict, baby. Yeah, some people don't. Yeah, Jesus didn't have it. Jesus wasn't. Jesus was a man, but he was more. He was a spiritual being. Yeah, he was here for a purpose. See, this is what I tell people. I don't really believe in Martin. I don't believe that Barack Obama and all these Democrats agree with the gay sex. I don't think they agree with that. I think they agree with people should be treated equally. I don't really believe that Biden and all of those people. I really don't believe they believe in gay marriage. They believe in people being created equally. I really don't think they agree with same-sex marriage. I just know they agree with people should be, according to the Constitution, that people should be created equally. And it is. And so, and when a lot of people say, well, you're wrong because you're gay and you don't have children. Well, I wasn't meant to have children. And I'm not here to argue with anybody about it, and I'm here to make you believe me. But I've never in my life have been attracted to a woman, and nothing sexual about a woman attracts me. I love women to death. I think they're beautiful, but nothing. And it's been like that ever since. And no, I was not molested. I hate when people tell me that. Well, you were molested as a child. No, I was not. Uh-uh. I don't argue with people about my sexual preference and what I believe in. I just say what I say and I just keep it moving. Do I wish I could have been bi? Yes and no, because you don't have to be bi to have children. Because there's a lot of women out there when I was younger. Bitch, I was sexy back in my days. Let me show y'all some pictures of me back when I was young, baby. I could have been with any woman I wanted to. But there were even lesbian women that were attracted to me, and I was like, I ain't gonna do it, baby. We're not gonna be. I remember one time, y'all, they was trying to force me to have intercourse with this girl um, that I went to school with, and me and her talk about it all the time. We just laugh about it, and it was so bad to where they were gonna fight me because gung ho on me being straight. It's like basically we're gonna make you be with a girl. That's what I went through coming up. I think that's so unfair. Because first of all, if you say a person is a homosexual and they're going to hell, anybody who forces somebody to try to have sex with somebody before they're married, or if you try to force somebody to be with a woman that they don't want, or a man, that's not fair. That's. Can you imagine if someone tried to make you do something sexually with somebody that you don't want to be with? That's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. But I think if we live in a communist country, they would definitely do stuff like that. Unfortunately, yeah. So here's pictures of me. Uh-oh. Oh, my bedroom is a mess, but that's okay. Y'all will be all right. So here's pictures of me. Okay, the first picture on the left, that was me on the left in the colorful shirt. Oh, hold on. Let's see, man. Should I get this right? This here was no, let me get it right. Come on. The one on the left right here, that was no filter. That was back when I first moved to Dallas, like, uh, back in the late 80s into the 90s. And that's me on the right with no shirt on in 2000. So I definitely could have had a bunch of children, a whole bunch of them. And I know quite a few gay men who get with women just to have children, but I think that's so unfair. And yeah, and that's for everybody, and it would be unfair for somebody to tell you that you got to be with a man if you don't want to be with one. Oh, I know I was sexy, but and look, this is what I call my straight picture. I've never had hair on my face, never grown hair on my face, but this was like I did this with an app. This is what I would look like if I was straight, or if I was to have hair on my face. Oh, I probably could have had about 80 kids with this picture. Even with the smile, it's kind of gay. The smile is kind of gay though. I got a lot of little pictures on here where I look like a straight guy. I love this app. Somebody said, "When did you grow all that hair on your face?" Baby, that's an app. Yeah, I look at PT when I was. I don't know what. I don't know what year that was, but look at me. You know how y'all be saying, "I love your smile." I've always had a big smile. I've always had a big smile. Hmm. Let me see. Do I have any more pictures on here? Hey, cousin. And here's me here back. This might have been 2000. I've always dressed like a guy. I've never dressed feminine. I've always Desi. My cousin Desi will tell you. Matter of fact, my cousin Desi's on here. You're just in time. Desi will tell you. I never dressed up as a girl when I was young. I didn't run around with purses. I didn't run around with wigs on. I was a very masculine. Well, I was feminine, but I was very much a little young boy. Like I just never done that. So some people say, "Well, what happened to you when you were young?" Nothing happened to me. I've always been crazy when it comes to the stage and getting on stage. And yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. Getting on stage, acting crazy, and and then all of a sudden, drag came along, and here we are. But Desi tell you, my cousin, I've always been crazy. I've always made people laugh and do crazy stuff. She'll tell you. Here is a picture of me. Now, believe it or not, y'all, I was over 21 on this picture. I was actually dancing. I was actually dancing on this picture. So this might have been like 88, 89, 90. This was before 90. So this picture here was before the night. But I was a stripper here. I was a male dancer. And some people say I look like I'm 12 or 13. No, I was over 21. I was over 21 in this picture. Yeah. Oh, I'd do anything to get that body back. Anything to get that body back. I think if I think, oh yeah, about 180 kids. Now let me show you guys my stepdad. My stepdad, he was a character. My stepdaddy, if he could have got away with it, he probably would have had him about 80 kids too. My stepfather was a very handsome man. He's very handsome. That was my stepfather. Oh, y'all ladies know y'all would have gave him some vajaja. Yes. Oh, Desi, I got some tea for you. Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, y'all, I just came on here to say rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Like I say, they come in threes, guys. We don't need another one, okay? But unfortunately, there's probably going to be another one. See, I've always dressed like this, guys. I've never dressed feminine when I was coming up. This is me right after I had did a drag show in Dallas. I did a drag show that night. Mhm. Matter of fact, when I used to do shows, most of the time, when I would do a show, I would always get out of character because I didn't like walking around like that. The only time I would stay dressed like that is when I had a booking out of town. You know, if I was out of town and they booked me as Lady PT, the drag queen, you know, I would stay in character, stuff like that. But no, baby, I take that shit off. Off. Okay. I think I've covered everything, y'all. And again, here we are again. And we have another death. So, all right. Let's see. All right. Hey, Daisy, call me. I got to tell you something that's important. Love you guys. Take care. See y'all at 10 o'clock tonight for the show. Bye.